Sarah.
And I'm Carm.
And we're S&C. So today we're going to be discussing our farmers market party that we threw last weekend. And basically, we were inspired by the fact that during quarantine, a lot has been canceled. We personally haven't been able to get out to one this year. I think some
they're open.
Have opened up. It's definitely a different vibe this year though, from like pictures that I've seen in articles online where, you know, it's not like before it used to be like self-serve where you were allowed to kind of just like walk up, touch, look, feel, and really immerse yourself in what the vendor had to offer. And now this year it's definitely more like they'll queue your order up and you have to ask them what you want and you're not allowed to just...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's definitely what we were inspired by. We wanted to make, like, basically have our own farmers market in our backyard, social distancing, quarantine style.
Yeah. What we were able to create for this party was our menu, our playlist, and the decor.
Yes, yeah.
So we'll get into those three
and discuss our tips for them.
So for the menu, for the farmers market party, we actually did a charcuterie style board.
Yes, yeah.
So we put together a bunch of meats, cheeses, crackers,
fruits,
veggies, nuts, all kinds of things that you would see kind of like raw, unpasteurized.
Yes, yeah, that was the aesthetic, if you would say. Like, it was supposed to be very like organic but bountiful. Those are the words that like on our vision board of what the food would be for the evening. Yeah.
So we did you know, some like artisanal crackers, artisanal breads, raw cheeses, very plain, everything.
Yeah, brie.
Like,
normally in our family we do the brie with like brown sugar and cranberries and walnuts. Took all that off and we just in the oven
baked a brie
plain, and then anybody else got to decide
to put the honey on it,
if they wanted to add nuts.
It was supposed to be like, it was like a harvest board.
Yes, yeah. Also we had like prosciutto, salami, but then like just fresher like turkey and chicken.
More light on the light side to roasted turkey and chicken. Deli meats, yes, exactly.
And then a great tip that we need to mention for your board is if it is going to be your meal per se and you just want people to kind of nibble, you also want to think of things that you can place that would fill up your guests. So we placed
roasted vegetables,
skewers, yes, with bocconcini, cantaloupe and prosciutto, yes. But we also added flatbreads. Yeah, and if you don't want it to be pizza, like we just preferred it. They're super convenient to us because they only need like 8 minutes in the oven. But little other appetizers that might be more filling for your guests.
Appetizers.
Yeah,
that you
exactly.
Can just quickly throw in and fill up the board.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the main thing too. Because when the cameras come out and you know your foodie Instagrammers are taking pictures, that's what.
It's gonna look full.
Yes, exactly. That's what's gonna add into between those
little corners.
Because, you know, or else you're gonna be spending like $25 on prosciutto. Like it's gonna get expensive.
Yeah, so that was definitely a good tip. And don't forget to, not everything has to be on the table itself.
Yes.
Or on the board that you're using. You can put it in bowls, make it very fun, make it festive. Try to offset things. So if you put a heavy bowl in the top left corner, put another bigger bowl on the bottom right corner. Kind of offset those bowls.
Exactly. You're going to see our clips.
Vegetables, do your pickled beets and onions and actual pickles.
Yes, all in separate containers. First of all, it makes them more organized and neat.
Easier
but
to clean up.
It looks more appealing.
Yeah.
Make sure, like we've said it before in other videos, we said it in our summer barbecue one, but keep those mosquitoes away. Yeah. We did not do a good job.
We didn't follow our own tip, and we didn't put out our mosquito repellent.
And they're beautiful decor. Like they're actually like very pretty. And we didn't follow our own advice.
There were bugs everywhere.
Yes. Go back. We gotta go back and watch our own videos. Go back and watch that video if you're planning on doing any more summer entertaining for the last month here. But have mosquito repellents. Yes, definitely. Especially, like, what were we thinking? Honey and jam and all this sweet stuff. We were basically
feeding them.
Yeah, with a big sign up.
For the bees.
Oh yes,
that was the charcuterie board, and then there was also a sweet table for dessert. And of course, we're gonna roll over the clips of us, you know, setting it up. and also doing the pan over of the completed project. But for the sweet table, we got some store-made stuff, and then we chose a couple, like 3 or 4 ones that we knew we wanted to make homemade, because that's what a farmer's market is.
Yes,
it's homemade goods.
Yeah, exactly. So some of the homemade ones you made amazing.
Lemon tarts.
Yeah, all the stuff you made.
Lemon squares,
blueberry cobblers,
a peach bun cake.
And then our Zia graciously donated to the party, Italian
peach cookies.
Peach cookies, and you'll see them. They were so pretty, and what you do is you always garnish them with like a little like mint leaf. Some people, if all they have is basil leaves, they'll do that too.
But it makes it look like a real peach.
It makes it look like a real peach, and they're just adorable. And we kind of had them spilling out of the bun cake. On the and you'll see us staging it, but
we did it like farmhouse props.
Yes, yeah, and that's just you don't need much. I think maybe in total 3 of the pieces on there were actually like fitted the theme, and the other ones were just clear, basic white or clear pieces.
Serving dishes.
Yes, yeah. But it just makes it look more polished and put together.
Yeah, so we used we used like food scale, like old-timey food scales.
Yes.
These are all things that we pretty much had. There were a couple of things that we did buy specifically because we saw them at the thrift store and knew it would fit the theme for the farmer's market party.
Yeah.
But we used like any kind of home decor pieces that we have that fit that farmhouse chic aesthetic.
Tin we were really looking for. Natural stripped down woods. And then flowers. Flowers really made a big part in the decor for this party.
So for the flowers, Sarah actually bought fresh sunflowers the day of the event.
Yes, yeah. If you're not having that big of an event, postpone getting your flowers the day of. Yeah. It's just best for your money too, so that way after the party's over, you
can
get
at least
to
enjoy them a little bit longer.
Exactly, yeah. So would you count the farmer's market table as food or entertainment?
Pretty much
or
food,
decor?
Entertainment, decor. It was just like the centerpiece of the whole evening.
Yes, I guess with a theme like farmer's market, we all 3 are going to be very blended together. Yes, yeah.
We set up our own little farmer's market booth.
I thought that was so cute.
We had an old kind of rustic looking wicker kind of like chest. It was almost.
Yes, yeah.
It was a standing chest. So we
tried to stuff that.
Some berries in there. We put some baskets in there, and it made it look like we were setting up our own little farmer stand.
Yes, yeah.
So,
we had a scale.
Corn. Yeah, we put there was a scale.
Yes.
Corn, green beans,
cauliflower, apples, pears, peaches.
Yep. Berries.
Carrot. We had like carrots, kind of like, kind of falling off out of those baskets.
Lettuce.
Because then our grandmother, she has a farm and she donated to the cause as well.
Yeah, she gave us some lettuces.
Yeah, some potatoes.
And
basically, we let our guests take some of whatever they wanted at the end.
They were shopping with their little like Foodland baskets.
Yep.
And they took some stuff home. So it was like they were going to a social distance, clean, safe farmer's market.
I really liked that table. And it just made it, with all the produce looking so colorful and ripe at this time of the year, it was very vibrant.
And it was very appropriate.
And then lastly, and again now, so we said we were going to try to talk about food, entertainment, and all that separately, but
they kind of merge all together.
Merge all together.
Because our food and our decor and our entertainment was
synonymous. Yeah, it was synonymous with each other. But the last kind of table we had was our favors table. I was able to find the cutest little potted flowers. I don't know their actual names, but they were $3.99, and they were the perfect colors too, because
they were peach.
They were peach. Yeah, they were supposed to.
It was our main color of the evening.
Yeah, that was our scheme. And then Carmelina on the Cricut made little thank you tags.
So if I can, I'll try to leave a PDF or like a downloadable version for you guys.
Yes.
You'll find that down below, but also on the blog. So we set it up like a little thank you table, and we found at the thrift store it looked like an old colonial style like Southern home cookie jar. So we put the cookie jar on the table just as a prop, but then we had, and this is actually from Bath and Body Works.
Yes, yeah.
It's if you've ever bought more than 6 candles at Bath and Body Works, they actually give you
a crate.
Yeah, well, it's just like
it's like a carton.
It's a cardboard carton, and it almost looks like giant eggs, but it's for the candles.
Giant eggs.
Yes, but it's for the 3-wick candles at Bath and Body Works. I thought as soon as I saw it, and
I was like, this is perfect
for the market. So it almost looks like what you would see at a flower shop.
Yeah, or like a garden center.
A garden center, yeah. So we put the things in there. We taped the thank you cards to a pick, stuck it in there so it almost looks like a little garden stick. And we did a little sign like
thank you for visiting the market.
The SNC Farmers Market. And we also did a chalkboard sign for the farmers market, so we'll show you that clip as well.
And it's just on that point with the carton.
Use what you have.
Yes, and you'd be surprised how much you can find in your own home if you just like realize.
Go through it.
There's no rules that say this has to stay.
Rules,
it can be used for multiple
whatever
things.
You want it to be used for.
So now moving kind of on to entertainment. Now that we've discussed food and decorations, if you guys remember in our outdoor transformation, we had a patio umbrella. And it was a freestanding one. It came with its own stand. So we kind of took that out from the table so that we can make room for the charcuterie board. And we actually got our father to move it out to the lawn for us because we wanted to create a nice shading area so that we can play some lawn games. And we had two. We had a giant checkers and horseshoes, thank you. And we set those up on the lawn and we used the umbrella to kind of,
create a little shaded area.
Yes, yeah, and we had those seat cushions that you might remember from the other video, put those on the lawn there so that people can, they wanted to play a game, pull it up and take a seat.
Yeah, because we had the lawn games out on the lawn, and then actually it reminds me that we scattered our chairs. So instead of having our chairs around the table, as you've seen in our other videos about the backyard, where it's a dining table with chairs around it, we put, 2 or 3 chairs in the corner, 2 or 3 chairs
by a tree,
2 or 3 chairs under the patio area.
Exactly.
2 or 3 chairs by the games themselves.
Yes. So we just wanted,
and we wanted people to just be able to walk around, nibble, choose a sit-down area.
Yes, yeah,
and enjoy their food and get back up, walk around some more.
Exactly, because the table, we needed it to be kind of like just walk.
Yes,
around.
And the reason for that, not only is it because we wanted to make it walk around so people can get to the charcuterie from all angles, but we also moved our bar cart and had a drink stand right by the table. We had our wine bottles and wine glasses and all those things.
Which we stuck to white wine for the evening.
White wine for the evening, and then we also did a peach lemonade in a
jug.
In a dispenser that you've seen in our other videos. And people were able to choose what they wanted. Some people were actually mixing.
Yes, and then move along to whatever games they wanted to play.
And just keep the party constantly moving, because that's how a layout of a farmer.
We never took away.
Goes.
Yeah, we never took away the food. It was always there. If somebody wanted, hey, if you wanted dessert first, go for it. It was open.
Yeah, so we actually set it up as you would if you were walking a farmer's market. Yes. You would just be constantly moving from like one place to another. Yeah. And moving on and coming back and moving on.
Yes, yeah. And for entertainment, we've bounced a couple ideas in the air. We're a little out there sometimes when it comes to our party planning, and we were looking at carnival games. I don't know what we think
for our 4 invitees, including our aunt, uncle, grandmother, grandfather.
Yeah, we wanted to get carny.
We wanted to get a carny.
But it's just, I just want to say it because if it did ever call for it.
Or if it was different times.
Yes, yeah.
You can be very creative with the way that you choose certain aspects of your party.
And you would be surprised how much these things you can rent cost.
Yeah, they're not very
expensive. Not that expensive.
We realized that it just wasn't the time. It wasn't appropriate. It wasn't the time. Yes. We didn't also have the people there to even get our full money's worth.
But we wanted to, I wanted to say it here and now, so that way you ever click on this video again, you'll be reminded. Or it doesn't have to be a piece of equipment like that.
We were balloon animals. And somebody playing guitar.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. We were thinking maybe getting a live artist, like at a farmer's market. You would see somebody just standing there strumming.
Yeah.
Or it could be, we were even, we weren't like considering it, but you know, once you're in that mind frame, yeah, and you're just brainstorming. But a caricaturist. Thank you. To come and draw pictures of your guest, and then that's something that they get to keep.
Yeah.
That's very nice, and it would be fitting for the theme.
Yeah, if we were to do another party, maybe something for like
more important, something like a little more important. Than this was literally just a Friday, and we were like, let's have a party.
Yeah, that would be a good idea to do something like that. I think a lot of people would really enjoy that.
Yeah, it is. And then it seems
you might say it's silly. It's just a birthday party. Why would you have that?
We're
adults. Why would you have that? No, like adults like that stuff too.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, definitely we didn't go through with those ideas, but it's just something I wanted to say and leave here so that if you ever come back to these videos, you'll be reminded and might maybe inspired.
So for the final piece of the puzzle that makes up our farmers market party was our Spotify playlist. You may know that we do Spotify playlists for a variety of our different videos. We of course did one for our farmers market party. So we've said that this playlist that we put together was the perfect soundtrack to strolling along a Sunday farmers market.
That was kind of the idea going, like when we were selecting the songs. So
they're not party tunes.
No, they're definitely like mellow.
You would listen to them and just kind of bop along.
So definitely check that out. Follow us, like the playlist so that you can continue streaming it.
So that's pretty much it for our farmers market party. It was one of our best parties so far.
Yes.
It was definitely a little bit more elaborate than the other simple summer nights that we've thrown together this summer. But it was well worth it.
Setup was, like the day of, was about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I thought that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, and that 4 hours for me, and I actually baked most of my baked goods day of.
Yes,
yeah. So another 2 hours, and you can also bake freshly baked goods on the day of your event.
Rather, where those simple summer nights ones were definitely like 30 minutes of prep,
30 minutes of preparation
for decor and stuff like that, because food for some of them took a little longer, but this was definitely more elaborate one in decor.
2 hours.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all for our farmers market party. If you have any questions on any of the stuff that we did or where we found certain pieces, most of it was thrifting, but we'd be happy to answer any questions. So please comment down below if you have anything you'd like to see us do or tackle, or theme that you'd want to see us
turn into a party.
Yeah, conceptualize. We'd be happy to do that too. Other than that, don't forget to like and subscribe and join the SNC family. So other than that, hope to see you soon.